A News 5 investigation into officers using force. This was the scene just last week after police shot a man in Ashtabula County. So we wondered, where do investigations into other open cases stand? And we found an anguished father pleading for answers. Kristen Volk just learned he may be getting closer to some, even as others wait.
Take a look at this map. Out of 11 officer-involved shootings that the state is currently investigating, 8 of them happened in Northeast Ohio, and a couple of the cases, which happened last year, are still not resolved.
My son was shot in November, and not a word from anybody.
No phone calls,
That's
no updates.
Truly the hard part.
Still, no word from police, sheriff, the county coroner, the prosecutor, and the state on what exactly happened November 8th.
We called 33 times.
When an Ashtabula police officer fatally shot Dwayne Cox's 26-year-old son, Evan Cox.
I just need answers about what happened to my son.
All Dwayne knows is what was reported in the hours and days following. Cox shot twice by an officer after a string of robberies.
What they did was not right.
Police say that was after Cox struck one officer and dragged another when he tried to drive away. Both suffered minor injuries.
What my son did was not right either, but he should be in jail getting treatment and getting help.
Since that November night, the case has been in the hands of the Ohio Attorney General's office for investigation.
I want to know why he was shot.
The office saying Tuesday it had just completed its work on the 7-month-long case, but it remains open while a prosecutor reviews it. That makes it the longest open officer-involved shooting case being handled by the state. But it's far from the only one.
He did not lower or drop his weapon when asked to do so.
There are 8 such cases in Northeast Ohio, from Hudson to Kent to Strongsville to Euclid. Half of those cases are in Ashtabula County. The latest one happened just last Friday here on West 38th Street. All 4 of them involve an Ashtabula police officer or sheriff deputy shooting a suspect. All of them still open investigations.
The longer it takes to get the answer back, whether the shooting was justified or not, whether they're going to charge the officer or not, the more pressure that's put on that accountability and the trust dynamics.
Jim Bierman is president of the Police Foundation, a nonpartisan police research organization. He's not surprised that Evan's case is still open 7 months later, but he calls on the investigative agencies to communicate their progress to the public and that data be collected and analyzed.
I can't say this enough, that the fact that in this country we don't have a good governmental database that captures all police use of forces, especially shootings, is just unbelievable to me.
We found out that Ohio doesn't even keep its own statewide database of officer-involved shootings, and Bierman believes that is key to reducing the growing number of such cases. It's certainly a move that Dwayne applauds, all while he waits for that return phone call.
I need to know why this happened, why it's happening so much in Ashtabula, and nobody gets any answers for it.
In Ashtabula, I'm Kristen Volk, News 5.
We reached out to Ashtabula Police and the sheriff regarding their officer-involved shootings. The city's police chief canceled our interview. The sheriff's department never responded. The officers involved in Cox's case are back on the job.